And the instruction of the former Secretary Bonoan is to coordinate this with local government units and other stakeholders for endorsement by the Regional Development Council. And then po, meron pong consideration, yun pong ang formula na pinagawa ni Secretary based po dun sa among factors po, yung population, land area, infra density. May konti pong premium yung top 20 poorest provinces, yun po, and contribution to GDP yata. So yun po yung baseline. Ibig po sabihin, wala pong bababa.
Madam Chair, if I may, pasensya na po, Yusek Cathy. May nasabi ka kasing may konting premium. In other words, the formula is not fixed.
Po?
Ang formula mo for the computation of ceiling ay hindi fixed.
Hindi, depende po dun sa mga factor na yon. Tapos is an algorithmic formula. Yun pong legislative district ceiling ay na-consider po noong 2023, yun po yung the same legislative ceiling na ginagamit.
Precisely, Madam Chair. Yung tanong ko, how did you reach that ceiling? Because listening to your answer, tila parang depende sa discretion ng isa or a few people ang nagiging ceiling.
Yun
so if you can go direct to the, if you can answer direct to the point, what is your formula of computing the ceiling on allocating the resources of the Department of Public Works and Highways?
Meron pong algorithmic formula na ginawa noong 2023 na diniscuss po ni Secretary Bonoan sa House leadership, including party leaders. At yun po ay inadjust po ng House of Representatives.
Madam Chair, if I may, pasensya na Yusek Cathy kasi sayang yung oras ko. Ang pag-compute niyo po ng ceiling ay base pa lang sa NEP. Hindi pa dumarating sa Kongreso, wala ka pa nakakausap na party leader or whoever. Kaya yung computation nanggagaling sa opisina mo. So ibabalik ko po ang tanong, how do you compute the ceiling? Ulitin ko, ganito karami ang kailangan ng Pilipinas, ganito naman limitado ang pondo. How do you allocate the ceiling? Please give us the formula kung meron or wala.
Meron po. We can give you, Your Honor, the formula.
Please mention or state the formula.
It's actually a write-up. Nagsimula po to sa... Okay. Yun pong formula, meron pong part 1, equitable minimum allocation per region. So each region will receive a minimum basic budget allocation for equal opportunity for development. This is equivalent to the historical minimum allocation that regions receive from DPWH in the past formula. So yun po yung part A. The lowest among the average regional DPWH allocation from 2017 to 2022 over the average total DPWH allocation from 2017 to 2022. At ito po, ang computation po, so bawat region may computation. Ang lowest po na compute ay 3.8%. So for 2023 po, at yun ang ginagamit taon-taon, the historical lowest allocation per region times the 2023 DPWH budget for regional distribution. Yun po yung para sa part na yun. Doon po naman sa minimum for infrastructure budget per person. So depende po ito sa population. Formula for historical minimum infrastructure budget per person per year. Lowest is equal to lowest among the average DPWH regional allocation in 2017 to 2022 over the population of the region. Ang lowest po na nakuha sa region or A is 3.100 per person per year. At yun po yung ginamit to compute the minimum per capita infrastructure allocation is equal to the historical lowest infrastructure per person per year times the region's total population. Yung next part po is the minimum infrastructure density per square kilometer for distribution towards balanced growth. Yung
Madam Chair, in the interest of time, can the Undersecretary confirm that the 1st District of Iloilo, despite a very huge geographical area and a high population, with a huge density, got one of the lowest allocation over the years?
Ma'am, may I continue muna to
Hindi. Yeah, sige.
So, yun pong next parameter po areas that have higher geographical space. So land area po to, minimum infrastructure density per square kilometer for distribution towards balanced growth. Ang formula po for infrastructure density is equal to the lowest among the average DPW's regional allocation 2017 to 2022 over the total area in square kilometer. Ang lowest po, historical lowest annual infrastructure density times the region's total land area. Yung region mo muna. Yung region muna po, 642,000 per square kilometer times the region's total land area. So, yun pong tatlong parameter na yon, yun po yung parameters 1A, 1B, and 1C. Identify the options for the minimum DPW's regional budget allocation as general guidelines. So, among dito po, kinuha po yung largest among those three parameter. Meaning, minimax po ang parameter. So, nagkaroon po ng consideration yung poverty in terms of regions with poverty incidence higher than average 25.9% and within the first standard deviation. Medyo technical po eh. Bottom line, although mahaba po, nagkaroon po ng algorithmic computation, nag-run po. Kunyari, mag-run ka ng 400 o 500 billion. And then, present po ni Secretary sa if I recall, nag-present po siya sa House leadership that time, tsaka sa mga party leaders po. At nagkaroon po ng adjustment yung House of Representatives that time, yung leadership. And then po, nagkaroon po ng readjustment. Yun po yung tinatawag ni Secretary na NEP restored. So yun po yung take-off sa legislative district ceiling. Yun pong NEP restored na in-adjust naman po ng leadership ng House that time. Yun po yung pinagsimula ng National Expenditure Program, Your Honor.
So, Madam Chair, may I request Yusek Cabral to submit that document to the committee because sa pagkahaba-haba niya, ang nakikita ko, and I hope Sec Vince will agree with us, there is no definite formula. And that is the problem. It becomes subject to personal decision of a few. Moving forward, meron din po kayong allocation, Madam Chair, Secretary, na parang yung allocation is 70-30 or 60-40. Meaning 70% of the allocation of that constituency or that geographical area goes to national roads. I agree with that initially. However, nung nasa grounds na at i-connect ko ito dun sa mga problema ng ating mga kasamahan kanina. Kasi kapag pinilit na dun lang sa national road na pupunta yung pondo, yung mga daan na maayos ay pilit paulit-ulit na inaayos. However, example in my area, the Iloilo-Antique Road is being maintained. Pero marami pa ang pwedeng mga bayan sa likod. You have Tubungan, Igbaras, Miagao, San Joaquin na pwedeng mag-cut papunta sa Antique, sa Kalibo. And there are a lot of roads that remains uncemented, hindi konkreto. And the problem is, if I may, and I hope the Honorable Secretary, I know he's very open-minded, we look into this. Kasi yung una, kapag tiningnan mo, walang mali siya. 70-30. O dito nyo lang ilagay sa national highway nyo. Etong 30% lang para sa secondary roads. What happens? Either pipilitin ka na ipa-aspalto ang palagi ng ina-aspalto or ipa-semento at gigibain ang maayos na semento at uulitin. Pagkatapos, mapipilitan ngayon na bulk of that funds will be spent on flood control projects because flood control areas are within the gambit of national, of priority 70%. In other words, kung sasandalan lang natin ang FMR or yung LGU, hindi tayo makakaangat. And that is why my appeal to the Department of Public Works and Highways, do away with this formula. Kasi kapag napondohan na ng ilang taon ang highway na yan, bakit hindi natin ipasemento yung mga alternative routes? Papunta ng UP Visayas, papunta ng airport, papunta ng pier, papunta ng karatig na mga probinsya where our farmers can bring their products and even insurgency can actually be solved. May I get the wisdom of the Honorable Secretary if he is amenable to doing away with this. Kasi pasensya na po, maganda tingnan sa harap, pero yun ang nagiging bottleneck at napipilitan ilihis at ilipat ang pondo sa napakaraming walang kwentang flood control projects, though I am saying marami naman yung nasa tama.
Madam Chair, maraming salamat po. Actually, to be quite honest, Madam Chair, nung una pong pinagawanag din sa akin itong formulang to at hindi ko din po maintindihan. So I think we agree with the Congresswoman Garin that we need to simplify this. And to me, Madam Chair, it's quite simple kung ano po ang mga area na malalaki, ibig sabihin kailangan ng kalye, populated, kailangan ng mga citizens ng kalye, dapat po i-simplify na lang natin ang formula na ito. I think this formula is really meant to confuse, to be quite honest. No, komplikado po siya, parang sadya po ata yung pagiging komplikado nitong formulang to. At kailangan po natin i-simplify. Unfortunately, Madam Chair, I must be upfront with the committee that for the 2026 budget, mukhang hindi na po natin i-implement itong bagong formulang ito dahil kailangan pa pong i-review ito, kailangan po pong aralin, hindi po madali ito. So, pero makakaasa po kayo na isi-simplify po natin ito for the succeeding budgets. Maraming salamat po, Mr.
Yeah, thank you very
Madam
much,
Chair.
Secretary. Kung papayagan niyo lang ako, it's not only meant to confuse. It's meant to confuse, restrict, and shift away and ilihis yung pondo dun sa mga hindi naman sana kailangan. Last question, Mr. Secretary, if I may, Madam Chair. Napag-uusapan kasi kanina, ang dami-daming kailangan, kulang ang pondo. Will the Secretary agree na talagang tanggalin na mapondohan ng Department ng DPWH funds ang rock netting?
Absolutely po.
Cat's eye.
Absolutely po.
Yung paulit-ulit na pag-aaspalto sa mga maayos na daan.
Tama po yan. Kapag maayos po ang daan, hindi po dapat yan i-overlay.
Will the Honorable Secretary allow us to appeal na yung dun sa road users tax, instead of spending it on all signages, stickers, cat's eye, ilagay na lang po sa street lights or solar street lights ng national highways. Kasi nasa GAA po kasi, kasama pa rin yung mga signages na iba. But of course, if you all invest that on lighting, mas maliwanag, mas konti ang aksidente.
Pwede po yan, Madam Chair.
Mr. Secretary, with your presence, can you assure us na hindi na mauulit? Kasi paulit-ulit ng ilang taon, I think this goes back to 2019. Ngayon, andyan dyan sa 2026, yung sinasabi nating mga line item, pero tila may kontrasenyas. Example, flood control project na merong package 1, package 2, package 3, the same section, the same amount. Section 1, section 2, section 3, the same package, the same amount. At meron pang isang kontrasenyas, yung mga amount na tila magkaiba or nakakapagtaka. Let's say 149,750,000, 48,500,000. Ever since, in my 6 years of terms in Congress, kapag merong pondo, binibid naman yan, it's actually rounded to the last zero. Pero ito, merong mga items at paulit-ulit yan for the past years na merong tila 4, 5, 750 or 500. Those figures that are there in various areas in the whole country, not limited to one province, not limited to one district, but if you review the budget for the past several years, it is being implemented in the same areas. Kung meron mang mali siya or wala, yan ang ating dapat tingnan, but precise for us to say that if the Honorable Secretary will allow us to do away with these seemingly coded projects, then DPWH can have funds that can be spent on needed projects.
Opo. I think pwede po ito. It will just take a lot of time because ang dami po nito, no? Kumpara sa 2026, we will try our best po na linisin ito at total na lang yung mga proyektong ito. Halimbawa po, kung sa isang project po, 3 na either phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, o segment 1, 2, 3, na tigwa 148, 147, etc., etc. Ito total na lang po. Ma'am, just to clarify, yun po ang sinasuggest po, Madam Chair, sa amin. Kung yun po, pwede daw pong gawin yun.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Of course, I submit to the wisdom of the Committee on Appropriations, but I will be putting forward a motion that the apparently coded, itemized list in the NEP 2026 of DPWH be all realigned to needed projects rather than wanted projects.
Absolutely, Madam Chair.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Secretary. Good luck. We will pray for you. And we know that with the blessing of the President, you will bring our country to a much, much better perspective. Maraming salamat, Secretary and the DPWH family. Maraming salamat, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker Garin. I think, Sec Vince, with regard to that, it was flagged as well, I think last week. The most yata, there was one project with 9 phases, all in the 2026 NEP. So let's please look at that. It's one project with 9 phases. Phase 1 to 9, naka-itemize one at a time.
Opo. Madam Chair, if I may. No?
Opo.
Also, I think apart from yung simpleng pagtototal lang, tingin ko din po dapat tignan din natin kung kakayanin bang i-implement ito sa susunod na taon. Kasi kung hindi naman po kayang i-implement ito sa susunod na taon, hindi na po kailangan yung 9 phases na yon o 6 na phases na yon. No? At pwede naman pong ipagpaliban muna po yon at pwedeng in the words po of Congresswoman Garin na pwede pong mas magamit sa ibang mas importanteng mga proyekto. Maraming salamat po, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much, Sec Vince. And with that, we will pause for a lunch break. So we'll target to resume by 2 p.m. So we'll break for a bit to allow everyone to have their lunch. So with that, this hearing of the budget of the Department of Public Works and Highways is hereby suspended.